WrestleMania is one of the biggest money makers around. Check this out. According to Forbes, last year's WrestleMania generated $139 million in economic impact for the Santa Clara, San Jose region. Over 100,000 people are expected to be in attendance on Sunday at AT&T Stadium. And we're joined face-to-face on SportsCenter by WWE's Chief Brand Officer, the woman behind this, Stephanie McMahon. Wow. And a mom of three, and plus.
As are you, a mom of three?
Yes.
And very successful. It's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Well, it's great to talk to you. Still, my head is spinning reading everything that you do in a nutshell for our audience.
Oh, goodness. Okay, so I am Chief Brand Officer for WWE, so I am an executive. That I am also a television personality on our programming.
Right.
And I play a villain. So my husband and I are actually known as the Authority, and we are the principal owners of the show, abusing our power left and right storyline. And of course, my husband is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion right now, Triple H, and he will be facing Roman Reigns in front of, you know, what will hopefully be a record-breaking crowd for WWE this Sunday at AT&T Stadium.
That's a lot of hats.
It is a lot of hats, and mom of three, of course, and wife and sister.
What do your girls think when they see you and your husband performing?
You know, they know it's story, and they have fun with it. You know, they're 9, 7, and 5, and my oldest wants to be a diva. Absolutely.
Oh, she does.
Even wrote a book. She wants to be a diva. She's actually trained. Yes.
You going to let her go into the business? Are we talking fifth generation
She's
here?
going to have to earn it. But, you know, we want our children to do whatever they want to do in life, whatever fulfills them and makes them happy, as long as they know to work hard for it. You know?
You work hard 24/7 apparently, because I've seen these videos of you actually working out at midnight. How did this come about?
Well, because, you know, we want to spend as much time with our kids as we can. So to be there in the morning when they wake up, and to be able to cuddle them to sleep when they go to bed. So the only time we really have to train is, you know, at midnight. And health and fitness is really important to us, both professionally and personally. So it's
I don't know where you get the energy. You talked about the road to hard work, and you actually started off working for your father, Vince McMahon, when you were a teenager.
Yes, and my mother. She was the CEO of our company at that time.
And your mother, Linda, who's had a couple of Senate runs.
That's correct.
You had a great, strong female role model.
I sure did. And my grandmother as well.
Nonetheless,
yep,
you are in a male-dominated business. What were the challenges in that regard?
Well, I think there's a lot of challenges in terms of, you know, being in a male-dominated industry, but also just being the boss's daughter. You know, you constantly have to prove yourself, and I don't mind that at all, because, you know, I don't want anything handed to me. I want to work hard for everything, and I want to earn, you know, that respect, so I try to do that every single day.
You mentioned the divas earlier and the evolution of women in WWE. How have you seen that grow and change in recent years?
A lot, actually. And just recently, our fans, our audience, started a hashtag called Give Divas a Chance. This was just last year. And it trended worldwide for 3 days on Twitter, because our fans want to see our female athletes positioned the same as the men. They want to see them in incredible storylines. They want to see the character development. They want to see the incredible action that they're so capable of. They
just don't want to see eye candy.
That's right. They want to see much more than that. And so then we started the Divas Revolution. It was a movement that was in force anyway. And when you look in sports, Ronda Rousey, Miesha Tate, Holly Holmes, Venus and Serena Williams, the U.S. women's soccer team drawing the highest rating, you know, of any soccer game in the U.S. last year. You know, women's sports in general is on the rise, and, you know, it was time for WWE to get with the times, and we're on board.
And 40% of your audience is women.
That's
I'm sure that's a fact that wasn't lost to you.
No, definitely
specifically
not.
In charge of the brand. You mentioned Ronda Rousey. She was at WrestleMania last year.
Yes, she was.
Any chance we'll see her back? I think they're waiting to see when she'll get back to UFC, as we just saw.
We
just saw from Miesha Tate.
But it was a lot of fun last year at WrestleMania because, you know, the whole setup was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson came back, and I slapped the taste out of his mouth because he had just, you know, insulted me too far. And, you know, I said, "What are you going to do, Rock? You're going to hit a woman? This is my character. You know, again, I'm a villain." And he says, "Well, I'm not, but I know somebody who might." and the whole stadium started chanting, "Ronda's gonna kill you."
They went insane,
and they knew
of course.
it immediately.
Right.
And, you know, when you're a performer and you know what you're setting up, like that energy, I mean, it just gave us such goosebumps. And then Ronda got in the ring and she hip tossed my husband, and I went to slap her, and she grabbed my arm, and I was like, "Please don't break my arm."
Well, she's a great athlete and a great performer, so she would seem a natural to come back.
She would be. It would be amazing to have Ronda back in WWE.
You said that one of the hardest things you ever had to do was slap your own mother.
Yes.
Is that true?
That is very true. I told her it was payback, though.
For all those years.
Yes, exactly. Of such horrible abuse. No, I almost threw up, actually.
Did you?
I really did. Afterwards, I came back, and I was surprised, but I was literally nauseous from having to do that. She was so cute.
It's so all in the family, and your brother Shane,
yes,
after an absence of several years, is back, and he'll be fighting in WrestleMania 32. What has it been like having him back for this one time, and who knows after? But
it's been awesome. You know, Shane is an incredible performer, but just having him back around in general is my big brother. You know, my brother raised me in a lot of ways, for better or worse, you know, when my parents were trying to build the business. So to have him back is just so much fun. And there's been a lot of clips airing today on SportsCenter of his huge elbow drop off the top rope onto The Undertaker through the announcement. On a cell, which is in and of itself just an amazing match. And of course, on the line is whether or not Shane is going to oust me and my husband from Power and take over WWE. So
oh, goodness gracious.
Lots of drama going into this WrestleMania.
That was a good tease, if I ever heard one. How did this event come together? Because you partnered with another very powerful woman, the daughter of Jerry Jones, to put this at Jerry's World at AT&T Stadium, an incredible venue.
That's correct. So cities bid on WrestleMania the same way they bid on the Super Bowl. And, you know, you had mentioned it before, the incredible revenue that we generate the entire week, because we're there for a full week's worth of activities. So Charlotte Jones-Anderson had actually flown up and given this whole big pitch to the entire WWE executive team, and there was no way to say no to Charlotte. So, of course, Vince, my father, said, you know, absolutely yes, on the spot. And she was just phenomenal, and she's been an incredible business partner. She has this amazing vision and an ability to make things happen. I had the opportunity to watch her at a Dallas game. You know, she's producing the live event. I mean, she's an amazing person. She wears many hats as well.
Well, congratulations to both of you. Again, potential for 100,000 fans. That's just
we're looking to break our own record of 93,173. That was set all the way back at WrestleMania 3 in the Pontiac Silverdome, which actually doesn't even exist anymore.
I know.
And I was there.
It's not even there anymore.
I know it.
And you were there.
I was there. And it was the only WrestleMania I was in a skybox, and I hated it. Because I like to be out there. I want to be a part of the crowd. You know, our crowds are just full of energy. It's like, it's kinetic. You can't help but get swept up in it. And when you're in the skybox, you're that much more removed. I always want to be a part of it.
Well, you'll be at the center of the action once again, and I can't wait to see what happens with the family power struggle at WrestleMania 32. Stephanie, it's great to be with you this morning on
Hannah,
SportsCenter.
thank you so much. This was wonderful.
Thanks for coming to Bristol. We appreciate it. Have a great time this week.